This is your market update. Bitcoin, the new gold standard, governments, and GAN. Now, WTF happened in 1971, a tweet from the head of Twitter, a big Bitcoin guy. This week, August 15th, today, is the 50th anniversary of the United States coming off the gold standard, which was a period where the dollar was backed by a reserve of gold, to its current system where it's just all paper that comes out of the printing press. So today is the 50th anniversary of fiat as toilet paper. Now, to tell you what you already know, you've been working a lot harder for a lot less. So WTF Happened in 1971.com has a report that starts with this chart. It shows that workers have become 2.5 times more productive versus where they were in 1971. So they provided 2.5x worth of work only to have 1x in compensation, or not even a 1x, just a barely increase in compensation. In other words, since 1971, since 50 years, you've worked harder for the same amount of money. And how far is that money going? I don't know. Do I really have to go into it? I could bore you with all the charts of all the commodities, cotton, sugar, juice, all mooning. This is what you already know about the dollar, except now we're at the 50th anniversary point, right? The toilet paper tipping point. And these big anniversaries in American history can be huge GAN inflection points. Stay tuned for that. Slight digression. Oh, wow, look, more governments behaving badly. The Internal Revenue Service drafting rules along the lines of their ability to determine who is a broker in crypto and who they can then tax. This was the language in the controversial infrastructure bill that had a little crypto clause. So as it turns out, what the IRS really wanted was Congress to pass this broad, strange regulation where they could like tax miners and make them pay taxes like banks when they don't have that information. No one really understood why there was this strange language, like, why would you want to treat a miner like a bank? Well, guess what? They don't want to treat a miner like a bank. They don't want to tax miners or developers. They want to tax whoever they feel like taxing. So this tweet says the IRS drafted the rules, Congress put it into law, and this will reduce the amounts of lawsuits against the IRS. It's like the empire strikes back. Meanwhile, back at the foreign policy ranch, the United States government has handed the women and children of Afghanistan over to one of the most evil regimes in history by simply walking out the door. My friends were in the Trade Center towers on 9/11, and they are for sure rolling over in their graves along with every man and woman who fought these terrible people in Afghanistan. Now, what does this have to do with crypto? Well, what a wonderful tweet this is, where a crypto regulation expert gives a major FU to the government by saying, oh, I see, you guys want to go after DeFi. You want to tax crypto. You want anti-money laundering and KYC. Okay, whatever. Hopefully, whatever it is you do, whatever it is you put in place, doesn't prevent the women of Afghanistan, who are undoubtedly unbanked and will stay so for the next 100 years. Hopefully, those women can get access to DeFi. a reminder of what you already know. DeFi altcoins, token metrics for the people. Now, what I have just explained to you is about the horrendous behavior of the US government. Monetary policy, foreign policy, fiscal policy, you name it, right? I don't have to explain to you that governments are run by buffoons. Now, what you may not know is that if things get bad enough in the fiat foreign exchange market, that market can give the thumbs down on a currency because of political developments as well as economic developments. So as we approach this big GAN date, as US foreign policy becomes this nightly news torment, I'm noticing the dollar index making a triple top at a big fib inflection point, a big diagonal resistance point. The dollar has needed a catalyst to go down for so long. And how about this? How about runaway inflation, the virus out of control, a foreign policy disaster, and the 50-year anniversary of us turning our currency into a napkin to eat your muffin on? This allows the fiat foreign exchange market to just go, I'm going to indiscriminately sell the dollar. Indiscriminately. Now, let's go back to crypto, because I know you're dying to hear about it. That's why you tuned in. Let's take a look at the CoinGecko market cap chart. Now, I'll spare you all the math, but we got Cardano at number 3. So good for all the army of Cardano out there. We got XRP on the move. All right. Cardano has eclipsed Binance Coin. So just for the heck of it, I just sort of eyeballed it. And if my math is correct, Cardano, Binance Coin, Ripple, and Doge, if you add all those market caps up together, I think it's almost 1/3 of what Bitcoin is. And I was like, I didn't come on the show today to say that there's anything wrong with Cardano and XRP. There's nothing wrong with that. Nothing. XRP is a rebellion against the government, and Cardano is going to launch dApps and smart contracts that are going to help with education and healthcare in third world countries. So if there's nothing wrong with Cardano and Doge, but they're starting to creep up on Bitcoin and the dollar could get hammered, doesn't that mean that Bitcoin's market cap could expand massively? If they expand Cardano over Binance and XRP and Doge continue to rally, doesn't that mean that Bitcoin can go much, much, much higher? Let's take a look at Bitcoin market cap. Okay, so not total market cap, just Bitcoin. Now, what I'm noticing when I did a Fibonacci extension work, going from the lows in 2018 to the move back to 20K in November, and I drew my extension lines, it turns out that Bitcoin market cap actually broke out last week. So this like really boring price action that we've been watching lately, that could be a bull market phenomenon where the market bores you to tears, starts and stops, or actually just dies, and tricks you out of the fact that a big move may be coming. Because I really don't see any resistance in Bitcoin market cap until 1.1 trillion. And I think it can go to 1.4 because that's the top fib extension line. So it's almost like saying XRP and Cardano are like small cap stocks in equities. They rally first, and then big boy Bitcoin goes next. Total crypto market cap, okay? As far as I'm concerned, there really isn't anybody in the way until 3 trillion. So I haven't forgotten about Ethereum. I haven't forgotten about DeFi. I haven't forgotten about all that. What I'm saying is that there could be a move where XRP and Cardano started, Bitcoin goes totally vertical. Then after a GAN inflection point on August 20th, ETH then follows. So this anniversary of coming off the gold standard, I think, is a Bitcoin catalyst short term. Now, confirming my suspicion is our artificial intelligence. And I'm not sure you've heard, but at tokenmetrics.com, we not only do thought leadership, but we also do artificial intelligence and machine learning. As a matter of fact, that's our bread and butter. Except it's not just bread and butter anymore, folks. Our technology has been upgraded. And our portfolio analytics team and our data science guys are badass. Yeah, I know it's a plug for the site, but yeah, it's a plug for the site. And I'm going to tell you why. One of the things that they have is a day trader index, right? So every day it'll give you new coins that the AI flags, for that day. And I like to freestyle it as a technical analyst. I like to freestyle it a little bit and say, okay, what shows up day after day after day? And what does that tell you? What does that tell me? What will that tell you when you sign up for the site? Well, here we're going to see that Bitcoin is 30% and wrapped Bitcoin is 35%. And they have a 30% allocation to Solana. To me, this means our AI has been screaming Bitcoin and Solana for over 10 days. Now, let's take a look at Bitcoin, the chart itself. I did something bold and drew some fib circle analysis. When I did it, I noticed that when Bitcoin leaves one of the circles, especially if it does it in an impulsive way where you get some decent green candles, we haven't quite gotten that yet, but if we can get a big green break above 47, I think Bitcoin off this Gann inflection point for the gold standard can just rip to 88K. We all know what happens when Bitcoin just goes. It's also worth noting that August is the 1-year anniversary of Michael Saylor aping in to Bitcoin using funds he borrowed with his company issuing bonds. Bitcoin is the new gold standard. Do not underestimate what Bitcoin could do on the upside. Cardano, XRP, you just woke up one day and they were gone. It was just flying. Probably because people are worried that, proof of stake and ETH 2.0 may have to be delayed because of the tax regulation. But one of the things that they've said is that proof of work currencies will probably be left alone. That's what was in the compromise amendments. So put together Gann, put together the dollar, put together all these other things, not to mention RAI at tokenmetrics.com. And you have a case for Bitcoin to go from 47 to either 88 or 89, 89 being another big Gann indicator. That's 89K, by the way. Now, ETH, I haven't forgotten about it. Above 3241, I'm showing a short-term bullish structure, right? I think for ETH, the time for the rally is going to be right around August 20th. So I actually think, even though this is a little bit bold, I think it's Bitcoin first, followed by ETH. If they both go up 20%, I won't be upset. But that's kind of the order of operations I'm going under. Now, back to our artificial intelligence. Hey now, Solana. All right, Solana is acting like ETH did way back in the day. Imagine buying ETH at 40 or 52. Solana is about to blow up on the upside. And RAI got our people in below 40. So it's something to think about as you watch the final Token Metrics Sunday live stream. Isn't it time to come be with us at tokenmetrics.com? Now, on the sillier side, there's Doge, which I think also makes the case for Bitcoin. There isn't any resistance in Doge until we're talking like 55 or 60 cents, right? You could get easily a 2 or 3x in Doge. It's breaking out. Our AI has been flagging meme coins, not this one. But if you look at what's going on in NFTs, meme coins are not the most speculative thing in the market anymore. They actually may be a part of the future of money. Speaking of the future of money, XRP, next level of interest is $1.38. You know, we wish them well as the XRP army marches on. For me, this is the rebellion against the government. This is the rebellion, right? This is the new AMC or GameStop of the crypto market. If XRP continues to lead, a Bitcoin catch-up is inevitable. Can XRP take out $1.60? Sure. The more XRP goes, the more Ethereum and Bitcoin can go. Okay, here's Cardano taking out a key GAN line. We have been discussing $2.10. We discussed how this looked like a 5-wave up, which means you get a lot of gratification. Now, at number 3 market cap, Cardano may have to take a break unless Bitcoin explodes, right? So how do you get Cardano at 3.5? BitBoy is talking about 5 or 8. How does that happen? Well, it's got to mean Bitcoin and Ethereum just go massively higher. And you've got total crypto market cap, instead of being 1.9 trillion, it should probably be 3 trillion. And you could add $1 trillion to market cap in a very short amount of time because, frankly, the whole crypto market is mispriced. Remember what I was saying about the dollar and governments and all this stuff? This is going to get traded. It's not just going to be a philosophy or a concept anymore. It's going to get traded. I couldn't end a live stream without Dash and the future of money. Do not underestimate proof of work, future of money type trades like Dash. If Dash takes out 207, look out. Honestly, I think Dash could be at 375 in a heartbeat. Okay, there's been a slow rolling bottom, and there's upside in Dash. Finally, as a salute to my friend Forrest, who has taught me a lot about crypto, I'd like to present the visual trends indicator from tokenmetrics.com, which you're no doubt going to want to subscribe to, showing Nano has just ticked up bullish. Okay, the last time we got a bullish signal like this in Nano did one more dip and went from basically 5.5 to 15 on a rope. The future of money is here, and that trade, in my mind, starts today. This is Bill Noble from Token Metrics TV. We will see you next time.
Token Metrics is a cryptocurrency investment platform that helps users leverage machine learning to become better crypto investors. Our in-depth analysis helps eliminate the emotions of investing, find profitable investment opportunities, and filters out scams. Learn more at tokenmetrics.com.